Let's see if everything works. Hello, everybody. Things are working. Things are working. My room is not perfectly clean. You can't see the mess. This is good. But my room's not perfectly clean, but that's fine. I have a desk. I have a working computer, although you may be able to hear it at times. Cat, stop touching my microphone. Hi. So you might be able to hear it at times because during the move, the power supply had a sensor go. So the fan's running constantly at the highest possible speed, even though the PC's not hot. So we're going to be getting that replaced pretty soon. But we're here and we're able to stream, and I'm excited to be back. We're going to be doing some more plotting on it. Well, we finished plotting the village. Now we can start maybe placing down. I have to actually figure out how to place down water. And also like maybe plan roads and things like that. That kind of planning is kind of what I think is going on next. This is the map for people who don't know. This is what the plan is. We put down the blocks last time. So I kind of want to get the base sections like the water and the roads down before we kind of decide, okay, here's the basic buildings, and people can then take it from there.
We do not stop till nightfall.
What about breakfast?
Hi, Waffles.
Already had it.
We've had one, yes.
Back in action, yeah. I have been sick for the last week or so. I'm feeling better. I'm no longer sick. However, for people who don't know, I get horrible asthma when I've been sick, and the asthma will typically stay for 1 to 3 months. So that's fun. I did take my inhaler, but if you hear me coughing, it's not because I'm sick, it's actually because of my asthma. So that's fun. So that's still sticking around. But yeah, we have this space. I really like my new office. I have a nice corner desk. It's lovely. Plenty of space for cats on either side, as well as like my other computer when I'm working. And I like this light behind me. We might get another one. I don't know. This was nice. We have a nice like fluffy carpet, and we now have a futon back here so that it's hopefully getting rid of some of the echo. Also being at an angle will also get rid of some echo. It didn't seem too bad when I was recording. So we'll see. I did a brief recording. Hopefully all is well. Jace wants to say hello. And by hello, I mean Jace wants to be in my lap. The Trouble twins are in the other room eating their dinner because they cannot be trusted to eat in the same room. So we might take a break and let them out, or we might let the Trouble twins stay in that room and chill. We'll see. Because they're already up in my business in this setup, and I need to give them some time to play in here and get used to it, but preferably not while I'm streaming. So there's that, which I just finished like setting it up. Now, my main complaint, and this is what's probably going to stop me from streaming for super long, is the chair that I'm sitting on is the worst. Like, think of the worst possible computer chair ever, like the smallest amount of padding possible before it's like a piece of plastic. Hey, Nini. Didn't want to ruin your streak. Gorgeous. Love that. Hello. So yeah, think of like the thinnest possible piece of plastic with the smallest bit of like, pretend it's called padding. It's not, on top of it. I'm sitting on a pillow on top of that to hopefully be able to sit that long because my butt's gonna go numb. I'm just gonna be real honest. This chair is not designed to be sat in long. I do have one on order, but it might take a couple days to come in. It's very cute. The one I really, really want isn't actually fancy, but it's like $700 to $1,000 depending on if you get it on sale, but it's super ergonomic and it's like really good for your back and stuff. It looks like a basic chair, but it doesn't feel like one. But the one that I'm getting in the interim is like an in-between. Hopefully it's comfy and cozy, but it's like a cross-legged chair that has like soft arms that fold down and the cats can sit on them. It's like designed for cats to sit on. So we'll see how we like that. It's supposed to be super soft and fluffy. So I'm looking forward to that chair. So we'll see. I currently don't have any decor on the walls or anything like that yet. We'll work on that. That's goals. But we, you know, this morning my desk was covered in wires, so, and I didn't have a camera or anything like that. So progress has been made. It's here. You know, so here we are. Let me know if there's any technical issues. I'm happy to do any adjustments if I can. That's not necessarily something I can fix right now. If you do hear the buzzing of the fan, I can't fix that for a bit. We have to replace a power supply. But considering so far that that's like the only thing that's broken in the move, it's not too bad. And when I say broken, it's pretty minor of a break. So it's okay. It's okay. Oh, look at me, it's spackled when I moved. That was fun. Okay, so our setup is here. Our center is here. The map is this. I'm gonna pull up the map on my screen over here, like as a partial, so I can see kind of more than one thing at a time. I should have planned this mildly better. That's okay. Now I can see chat, and guys, I have two screens. Do you know how long it's been since I've had a proper two-screen setup? Oh, it's been a while. It's been a while. I used to have three, and we'll get there. Okay, progress will happen, but man, this feels nice. Not the chair, but everything else. Okay, so we're thinking of water. Now, I don't know how to build in the water. Is there a tool in here I need to craft? Probably. There's a tool somewhere. I don't know where. I feel like Owlie had found it and she told me. And then I promptly forgot. Well, it's not in my pockets. Whatever it is. Okay. Let's go try to find... I also am really excited for doing some more building now that they've allowed us to, like, manipulate things. There was also an update. I didn't even see what the update was about. Hold on, let me see what the update was about real quick, in case there's something we need to, like, see. It's a patch, so... Fluidity of flowing water. Alright, share the screen. Did that share the right screen? Did it share a screen? No. Why didn't it share the screen? I thought it was just being slow. Okay, my share screen is not working. Anyway, I'm just reading the patch notes. It doesn't matter that much. Water will no longer drain away so quickly on surfaces such as soil, sand, and dirt. Cover longer distances. Keep in mind this can be in places where players have placed a lot of dispensers to counteract terrain drainage. Player-created water pieces might now overflow. Okay, so we need water dispensers. That's what we need. Placement of the dispenser is also a contributing factor, so lower your water dispensers and see if it improves the results. So like put it higher or lower. Fixed an issue that could lead to shallow water staying in the game world, even if the drain was there. Adding more water to water dispensers. Fixed water flow issues. Fixed position at the top of waterfalls. Swimming or diving above a layer of mud or deadly shroud goo no longer causes the player to trigger a sinking animation. So mostly fixes. Water wheel should now detect moving water and turn more reliably. Flame altar now correctly indicates whether the player has necessary permission to use the remove water button. Tweaked sound and volumes for waterfall situations. So a lot of water fixes is what I'm seeing. Adjusted 2 additional doors to let water through when closed. There's no general rule for whether doors in Enshrouded block water or not. We decided if they should block water by looking at the visuals and if it feels like they should block. So basically they adjusted some of that. Okay, cool. They did adjust some combat and gameplay too. Anything massive? Like, A lot of it's just like little bug fixes and stuff like that. Improve visuals of fishing line. Cool. They fixed the ability to fight the Hydrak now with daggers a little bit better, which is good. Not that I'm a dagger player, but still good. Added new armor. Cool. It's a set that has dagger supports. Love that. Oh, you know what I did? Okay, here we go. I had muted myself in Discord just in case Owly or anybody wants to come play. They wouldn't be able to hear me and I wouldn't be able to hear them, so that'd be terrible. The witch's hut has been temporarily removed while we're working on a proper quest reward. Ooh. Animal and pets now use a swim idle animation when in deep water. That's cute. Fixed a deadly shroud segment poking into the Pikemead Castle. Okay, we had found that the last time we were at Pikemead, and we're like, what the heck? And I'm glad they fixed that. That was annoying. Fix some issues with the door puzzle lights. They were previously difficult to see underwater. On the highest flame level, the maximum number of allowed water dispensers and bases is now increased to 50. All right, so we have a limit of 50 water dispensers. Good to know, good to know. We might end up using them, and that might limit how much water we can actually have in here. I don't know that we're gonna go quite that crazy, but you never know, right? You never know. Underwater grappling hook. It's now in the essentials section. Lots of little fixes. Oh my gosh, they do so much work. These devs are so crazy. And I mean that in a good way. They do so many things. Like, I'm just scanning to see what's important. There's like 200 things that they've updated here. It's crazy. They were seeing some players crash from AMD driver issues, and they think they managed to fix it, but they're still working through it. So they think they resolved some of it, but not all of it. That might have been what was causing a couple of our friends to crash, actually. I didn't think about that. Because I know... I can't remember if it was Numic or Owly or someone else. I don't remember who was crashing last time. Maybe both. I don't remember. Okay. Well, so water dispensers, and we can have up to 50 in the biggest, which that is the biggest that we have. So we can get them. I don't remember who gives them to us, but we can get them. Water dispenser. Water dispenser, you say, huh? The Hydrak Bell trophy looks crazy funny. Okay. There. Oh, right here. Zawesome Sauce. Oh my gosh, your name's amazing. Welcome in, friends. Were you playing some Enshrouded as well?
Hello.
You were. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. We're trying to... This is our plan. This is the map. We have to figure out the water placement. We haven't done water placement yet in building, and I'm excited to try it, but also a little nervous. But that's cool. How are you? What were you up to? Do you do building? Did you do some crazy fighting today? What did you get yourself up to? What do I need? Metal scraps and tin bars? Ew. We died lots? Oh, that's... I get that. That happens to the best of us. Tin, please. Where's my tin? I don't remember which one tin's in. This one. What do you need? Tin ore. Do we have it? I have some. Well, I hope you were able to manage to kill a few things, even though they were taking you out a few times. You're trying to sort of speedrun the unlocks? Oh, fair enough. It's hard to speedrun because there's so much grinding you have to do to get to certain levels of things, especially if you're in a group. Like, it's easier, it's harder to do the fights, but then it's easier to grind if you're only one person. I don't know. It's too much. It takes forever. I get it. Restarted for the new update, Phantom? I feel like a lot of people restarted for the new update and regret that decision. And I'm so glad I didn't restart for the update, because it meant that we just like finished the dragon boss and then was able to like get on in there and update to that section too. So I hope your speedrun goes quickly. It's so hard to speedrun though, because of just the nature of the grind, I guess. Why I'm enjoying it so far? Oh no, it just takes forever. It just takes forever. That's what most people were complaining about. They're like, I really want to get to the water, but I can't go yet. Who put all the presents down here? Somebody. Is this our Christmas tree? Oh, holy night. I don't know. I don't know who did the presents, but it's funny. You love those. It's only my 4th playthrough and never finished it. It's awesome sauce. Have you fought the big dragon? No? No? You've not fought the big dragon? Oh man. Oh man. It is a hard goddamn battle, but it's so fun. It's so fun. I'm just wandering about. I'm supposed to be building and supposed to be doing things, but I'm waiting for tin. But at the same time, I have a couple things here. Maybe I'll just go to sleep. Excuse me. I'm gonna just take your bed. Thank you. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me? So we've unlocked all the levels. We haven't done all the bosses. We skipped the hollow halls for the most part, because except for like the one section we needed like the green goop stuff, so we did that, but mostly we skipped the hollowed halls and went straight to everything else. We need to go back and do all the hollowed halls, but we have most areas unlocked. We need to get those swim fins. That would be amazing. Projects. And then I think we've got like a boss or two left in here for sure. Like, I think some of this is bosses, which I'm looking forward to. Whatever they have come up with as a bigger boss than the dragon from the north. Oh my god. Dragon's crazy. So I'm kind of looking forward to that, but also dreading it. Binge playback when the water update was just being talked about and stopped because they were saying old worlds wouldn't have water and we'd have to restart. I wonder if the map's that different though, because it does pretty good. Let me show you what I mean. Do I remember where I'm going? I just got back from moving, so my brain does not remember where things are. We're just like slowly unpacked, so okay. So this is what we're building currently. It doesn't look like much, guys. Don't dread it. But like, this didn't exist before. Here, this like little oasis. This didn't exist before. But this is naturally occurring in the game, and so like when the update happened, this appeared, and there's multiple places like this. You know? So and we kept the same world. So maybe, but so far we haven't seen it be too bad. There's always a chance of like weird world bugs though, so I do understand. Completely understand restarting. I restarted in the last big update, the one before the one before that, we restarted. So I didn't want to restart again. I'm good. So yeah, it's good. Okay. These are just pieces that we're planning to use that are of the vibe we're going for our village. For building. But I have to figure out water. I got these tools. How do they work? It will dispense water endlessly until it is submerged. Interesting. So do I place down a rock? What is this grid? This. So this is the plan. Okay, this is the plan. So we have built the biggest possible altar space. And we've gridded it out so it matches this. And I'm a planner. And I wanted to make a village where everything like fit together and looked like a village, but then there was like clear sections for the certain animal types and certain shops. Like I even want a coffee and tea shop and like an alchemist and magic shop, and you know, but the magic shop should have its own private magic farm field, and I want a tavern, and yeah, so it's a big build. So the last time I streamed this, I was gridding. I was just making the grid so we can be like, does this track? And also, do these squares kind of line up to how big we want things in reality versus like what looks good on a computer screen? And then, and it does. So, gridded that. Now we have to place water, and I've never done that part, so this is the scary part. But for people who don't know, right here, remove water. So if you get in trouble, when in doubt, remove water. I don't necessarily want it to be deep here. We can always place more. Let me see how this goes. We might have to pick up all those walls, and that's fine. And by might, I mean definitely. But that's not the important thing right this second. Oh, it flows downstream pretty solidly. Hello. Okay. So, because of we're going to have to do so much groundwork. Like, we're going to be putting down dirt and things like that to get this to sit the way we want it to. For sure. Just a fact. Just a fact. But that's fine. That's fine. I want this to fill up with water. And then we may have to do some terraforming and all that jazz. And by may, I mean definitely we'll have to do some terraforming. Okay. Do we have a bed placed in here? I don't think we do. Okay, so this is flowing downhill, which is fine. Because we can always, like, rotate this. Like, it doesn't matter the direction so much. We can just rotate our map as best we can to fit what I'm seeing here. And honestly, we might kind of make some of it up as we go, too. Because I'm a planner. But water does what water does. And sometimes you have to go with what it gives you. But I do kind of... Okay, see, I like that it's pooling down there a little bit. I'd love to connect it to the other oasis. And I'd love to see about putting something up here. So it's going in that corner, so I kind of want to put something up here. Because I think it would be quite natural to be coming from over here. I mean, it could come from the rock, right? We could have it, like, literally spring from the rock. This is our border, so we can't have it directly, but, like, that idea. 1, 2, into the third. Come from, like, here. See what happens there. Kind of just, like, let it play out. If anybody's played with the water a bit, feel free to give advices. I think my grid may get in the way a little bit. That's fine. I'm not sure if it's my grid or just in general. Like, this was gonna go this way anyway. I think so. So... I don't know if I like that one there. That one just like wells. That's funny. Okay, that's not quite what I want. Let's get it to flow down a bit instead of over here. Water's hard to work with, guys. I'm not sure I said thank you for the raid. I appreciate the raid. If you need to raid and run and take care of yourself, please do so. I'm just distractible. ADHD is ADHDing. How did you flow upward? Or did you flow down? Oh, the river flows this way. Okay. The river wants to go this way. Do we fight the river, guys? I don't know that we fight the river. You know, maybe we don't fight the river. Maybe we play with what the river gives us. And then just like adjust the terrain accordingly. Because I kind of wanted like a river going in one way and then going out the opposite side, which it's kind of doing. If we have to adjust the map, we adjust the map. I have Canva. We can we can do it, you know. Okay. We want the center section to be deeper, but I think that's just us digging that needs to happen. Okay. Because like I think if we dig, it will do that. Yeah. Oh, pretty underwater. So I think we could work on some of this. This might just be one person's project. The nice part about this project is it's going to be a group effort. It's not just me, although I do love builds. So like if it ends up being just me, I'm not going to be mad. But Allie's already helped out a great deal. And Waffles was kind enough to help terraform too. So I feel like I could get some terraformers to terraform. It's like as a project. I think it'd be fun. I think it would be a lot of fun. Super cozy, the terraform. But like that was pretty easy to get that to be deeper. We definitely want this to be kind of like Could education? Yeah, I mean, I don't know what I'm doing, but we're making it happen. You know? Trial and error is the way to go. Okay. Okay. Well, we want a nice couple of blocks. And if we really want to guide it a lot, we could probably build like banks. If we wanted to give it a lot more forceful of a direction. But I kind of want to go with the landscape as well, which we picked a spot because of how open it was, but it was mildly hilly. So when I first built the map, the plan, I had plotted for flat ground because I didn't know what the terrain was going to be. So what we probably will end up doing is just kind of adjusting to what kind of terrain is kind of already here. And then just move buildings around to fit it. I don't think it'll be a big problem. And we'll probably end up taking out some of the grid once I kind of have an idea of where some of these pieces will be. So yeah, today's probably going to be not fighting anything unless things walk by. But we are going to be doing a lot of terraforming. How's the grind? Hi, Sketch Zombie. We're building with water today. It's very exciting. It's my first time. And water does what water does. In real life as well. Water be the boss. We're trying to gently guide it. Encourage it. Okay. So we've got around the flame, we've got like one block for each around. Okay, yes. So we'll deepen these. You're building under Lake Heartblood. I haven't tried building underwater. I kind of want to do that in this build. Possibly in this section where the flame is, right? To build like an entrance to the flame. Like you can go at it above or underwater. You're 2 bases deep so far? 2 underwater bases? How tricky is it? I haven't played with the like windows and doors, and I know there was an update. They said they like made it a little bit better. Hopefully they did for you. That's a goal. It's not a goal for today, but it is a goal. I've only, you know, been moving my entire life and apartment and everything and such for the last month, and plus Christmas and all that jazz, so it's been a little busy. This is my first stream back after moving, so, and being sick. I haven't gotten to play on here as much as I wanted to. I have so many plans. No time. Damn work. Not letting me play all the video games. So far you're dry. Are you building it like all first and then adding the water on top of it? It seems easier that way, I would guess. The underwater doors look cool though. Make sure I'm going the correct way. So, from the north. Need to like Think of it flipped. You derailed jumping the ship, so I was like, I need an underwater base. Oh, fair. 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 When it's done, the ship will get a moon pool. That's cool. So you can dive into the base. I mean, that sounds very reasonable. Alright, so it's flowing mostly down there. So I'm thinking we carve out the river part. There's water here and I want to connect it. I think I kind of want to make it meander over here and go over there and connect there. I love how I hear the water, but I don't feel the water. Okay, so float over there a lot. I think I would like dig it out. Now you're just hollowing it out. Kinda same. I get that. I probably should have done more plotting of the land before I did this, but like I hadn't played with the water. I didn't know how the physics would physics. Like, obviously I'd seen it in the game, but I hadn't played with it as a building tool. And water is always notoriously tricky to build with. In any game. Although they did a good job. This feels not too bad so far. I say that. Things can change. We'll get ourselves a little waterfall here. That's good. That's good. Kind of want that. I mean, it's a river. Depending on how much room you can get. I mean, you can get pretty big. Total. So it's possible, maybe. How big's your current altar? Do you have it at the max, or? I broke it. It's max for size, yeah. I mean, it's still pretty big, but you have a really big build going on, so I get it.
Hi.
Hi! We're playing with water!
Uh-oh.
I'm flooding everything! We're just terraforming a little bit here to see how the water runs and try to get it to run in the direction. We're gonna probably have to do some, like, banks to give it some stuff. 50 months! Holy crap. And at tier 2?
Yeah.
Holy crap. Thank you for the resub.
My game's downloading. Right now.
Downloading? Updating? All those things?
Huh?
Updating? Downloading? Why is updating and downloading opposite directions and yet the same thing?
Yeah.
We've got your name in the cup. Cuppy cup. Appreciate you. Let's see. Okay, I want this to not be so wide here. Honestly, maybe I'll move this to over here. Close. I can just close the water at whim. Let's see if that's will do the trick
Is
we
this
want.
for our river?
Yeah, I'm trying to play with it. So the water things, they will flow until they get covered with water. That's the way they work. So you have to kind of terraform around them. Kind of go with this river instead here and like have it start this way. I wanted to start up there, but I think this one just fills out here kind of like a natural pool, so I kind of like that. Kind of like it. Oh, I don't know what I'm thinking of. I have my terrain tool. It's right here. If I want this back, I can have it back. Okay. So this kind of just for now is a general river-y type thing. Flowing. I'd like to kind of guide it down the direction I want. Which it's kind of going. And what I'm thinking of is that we'll just adjust the map according to how we lay the water. So I'm not saying we have to like perfectly like line it up to the map. We'll just make some adjustments to the map based on the terrain because I picked a spot that is kind of hilly. So it's gonna have some natural vibes to go off of here. Just kind of terraform a little bit. Hi, Nico. What's up, baby? Hi, goats. How are you? I have my office set up in my room, finally, from the move. Earlier today it was absolutely trashed, so it was very motivating that I wanted to stream. I got a lot done. Thinking about making the top of the underwater base a kraken's mouth. That sounds like a project, but also pretty flipping cool.
Shaders is gonna take forever.
probably. Although it has been getting faster, I feel like. They did say, were you having issues crashing? Or was that Numek that was having troubles with crashing?
I haven't really played.
No, I meant before.
No.
Okay.
I didn't have it crash.
Because there was, apparently certain video cards were struggle busting. And they're still working on fixes. So they're aware of it. They have some things that fix it, like, but they're looking for more fixes. So I couldn't remember who was the one who was crashing the last time.
Might have been Numek.
Let's let some of this water out. We want the river to be pretty wide too, so like we'll widen this and adjust the banks and whatnot once we get the shape to be kind of what we're looking for. But today's goal is kind of get the water into a general shape and then maybe build some roads and banks and stuff like that. That's the goal. I do have a limitation, not on time so much as how long my butt can handle this chair, because this chair is terrible. My butt and my back. Oh, I just cracked my shoulder. That's good. I have a new chair coming. Not soon enough. For like at least a week, it was like a week and a day, I had no chair whatsoever in this entire apartment while I work from home. There wasn't a single place to sit besides the floor. No. I sat in the bed. Luckily I was sick and I, worked from the bed. There's a lot of standing at my counters as well. It was not nice. So this chair does feel like luxury. We now have a couch too, and a futon. Whew, we've got places to sit, guys. When we got this chair, Neil got it for free. Okay, he got it for free in a garage at his father's. And
Okay,
Lord
he
knows,
stole it?
Yeah, he just stole it. He did actually steal it from his father, but like told his father, "I'm taking this," and that's how that worked out.
Yes, that's
It was in the garage, and I know for a fact it has seen better days. I don't really want to know what it's been through, but it's been through stuff, and that's how it be. It's fine. A couple more days and I'll have my other chair, which it's super cute. I don't think you were here when I was describing it, Allie, but it's green first of all and fuzzy, and it's got soft arms that go down and can become places for cats to sleep. It's perfect. So that's fine. I'll get that. It'll be glorious. It's totally going to arrive in the middle of the work day, and I'm going to be like, no, we're building this now. Putting this together right now. Am I punching this weird swimming animation with the pick? I'm not quite swimming, I'm not quite not swimming.
Would you use the punchy things and like punch through if you wanted to be in the water?
What do you mean? What punchy things?
The mining ones.
The
from
underwater one? Yeah. You can. I have it. I was using this and it just did the animation of this, but It just disappeared from my hand, but I was still mining somehow. The animation was a little broken. It's okay. We forgive it.
83% on my shaders.
Shaders. Alright. Okay. I'm gonna go sleep because I would like to see what I've done. Oh, and I forgot I made coffee. I made it very strong. I didn't mean to. I made it a little too strong for me. Sleep, 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 sleep. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Alright. We're up and awake. Let's go. Over here. Lord have mercy. Alright. Let's see if I can see anything from up here. Okay, there's like, I can see kind of a river stemming from over there. Okay, this is turning into a lake over here, which is not necessarily wrong. It was not the plan. But that could be the part of the lower section of the map is a lake. Or our flame temple could be over there kind of deal. Have an underwater piece.
We could move where the, like, or have, like, the fishing, have, like, a dock going out.
Over there.
And then...
Instead of where I planned it. Yeah, absolutely. I think we will definitely need to revise our map. But that's not a big deal. Truthfully, not a big deal. I kind of like that it's attaching right now to the other oasis.
Yeah.
Kind of feels like it naturally runs over there. I want to kind of curb this because that feels like it's off in left field. This over here. I want to kind of have it come from the top, kind of like it's coming from the mountain and then coming down into the lake. Maybe that's going to be our new strat. Which means we have to like build up some of the land and get ourselves a nice base. But that's not impossible. Welcome.
I'm here. Now I just have to remember how to play.
Oh, yeah, because you've been playing Warframe.
Mm-hmm. A lot.
A lot of Warframe.
A little obsessed. But have you seen the thing that they're coming out with called Soulframe?
I've heard of it, but I haven't seen it.
It is very much something you'd like more than Warframe.
Yeah,
it's all like
not
magic, magic fantasy. There's big bear friends and.
That's definitely more my style, for sure.
Yeah, it's very much like a fantasy style version, and it'll be free to play.
Excellent.
So yeah, pay to be pretty.
Pay to be pretty. So off to the northwest, I have a river kind of dug on a very basic level. That's our starting flow. And then I put down water spouts from both sides here. I'm going to turn off this one and see if that changes things. We can have the flame be covered in water. I don't mind it as part of it, but I kind of like, So do we widen this section so that the flame is not underwater, but surrounded by water, just barely, and then we try to curb the edges to the right and to the left with some well-placed rocks and such.
I was gonna do, okay, so this block here by the shrine,
Yeah.
or the flame. I think I like the well block
To like go around it.
to go around it to make more of a
Yeah.
platform. So even if it is, everything else is covered in water, you can like fly in and land on the
Land on something.
thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's also something we could think about doing is building something underwater
Yeah.
underneath it.
Yeah, we could do like, could be interesting to do some type of like structure under the shrine
Mm-hmm.
that looks like it's been there a long time.
Exactly. And we can turn these off anytime we want. We can just hit close and they'll close. We can also pull all the water out of here and reset it, but
I like these being on the idea of these being on the side of whatever block we put down.
Yeah. And like it produces water. It's a flame, but it's also producing water. And then it's connecting to the water that's naturally present. Although it is going farther than I had expected. We definitely need to build some edges to kind of keep things contained. Okay.
Yeah, if you know for sure kind of where you want the water to stop.
I kind of want to cut off this. I don't know where makes sense. Maybe like here. And we can fix this later. I don't know. I don't know if we can remove this water once it's been placed, though. We can just fill it in with more rock.
I think we can
We can remove all water.
I think we can put in a drain.
Oh, yeah. We can put in drains. That's right. Okay. So we might have to place a couple of those now that we know where the water flows. Just kind of cut off more water from flowing that direction. And we can make it more level or whatever we want to. But I kind of like this lake connecting to the other oasis. Whoa, I don't have new Twitch drops. What do you mean? Those are old Twitch drops, you weirdo. Okay. Twitch be funny this way.
Like don't tease me with new stuff.
Right?
That's not
I'm
really
like,
new.
are you serious right now? No. Liar. Okay, so that's flowing that way. Kind of don't really understand why. Okay, I dug this part out just to get it wider, and we can have it a little wider here to make it more natural feeling, but I don't necessarily want all of it to be here. How does it look? How do I feel?
Okay, so should we dig down like this section or have a little part of this almost like an island that goes out into the middle of the bigger water?
We could definitely have an island that goes to the bigger water. That would be kind of cool, like a little sandbar.
Yeah, just kind of like, I don't know, like out here-ish.
We have to eventually. I don't know if those trees will grow back. I think they will, because we don't own them, but they are underwater now. They're funny. The other oasis. Maybe we'll put a drain closer to there.
Yeah, I feel like we need to put one so that it doesn't go
I'll go make some.
so high.
I'll go make some. Okay. We want drains. Floor drain, wall drain. I'll make 10 of each. Actually, we might want more. I'll make 20 of each. Now we have plenty. I would think. Okay. Where are you? You're too far away. What do you mean? It's not that far. Apparently you were too far from me.
Really?
Apparently.
Even on our own plot?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Oh, you want to send me one thing so that I can give you the last of the dreams?
Oh. Here, I can, Okay, go ahead.
Here you go. There's 2 different types of drains.
So then you wanted this over here drained, right? This beyond.
Yeah.
Okay.
Beyond what we have it kind of being cut off, sort of.
So is that where it won't go higher than that? So then we have to put it lower to get it to...
I don't know. I don't know how it works.
Okay.
I'm putting 2 over here. See if we can cut that off. At the pass, you know? Now I don't know. Makes sense to have one here. Does that? I don't think that's going to do what I want it to do. Necessarily. Well, maybe it will. Okay. That kind of cut off where I wanted it to cut off. Good. Okay.
Oh, nice. I made like a little hole, put a drain in it, now everything's draining it down there.
Okay, good. And then you can kind of like pick them up too. Because like once it's drained, it's gone. If it doesn't continuously have a source. Okay. So clean this up a little. Just place a bunch of them and we'll pick them up in a minute. Oh, we just made a little oasis over there, huh?
Okay, can't do anything of that.
Well, we just flooded their nest. They'll have to get over it. Hopefully they like it.
Oh no.
Whoopsie. Whoopsie daisy. We didn't mean to, you know, do that to you, poor chickens or whatever house it was. I don't know. Sometimes the water does what the water wants to do.
Yep.
Why is the water flowing here? Why is there flow happening? Stop. Stop that shit. Okay. Why is there water there? There's not. It's a lie. There's no water. Drain away. Okay. You can hear water, but there is no water. Go away. Sound effect telling me there's water when there's no water. What if I just put my hand out to close and open it? Ah, I use the force.
Well, I made a little hole so all that water drained out of the nest. Not that it matters, it'll just reset next time we go in and out anyway.
But it shouldn't refill with water.
No, it should just reset the... I hit.
Rid of all the water. Rid of all the water over here. If you put down enough drains, the water must disappear. You can be the boss of it. How are the kitties? They're causing chaos. I've already needed to purchase baby locks for our kitchen cabinetry. It's been lovely. They're such dears. Such sweet beans. I love them so much. I do, actually. I'm not sure I want that. How do I want this to go here? I want to cut this off, but I want it to kind of feel somewhat natural. How does the water feel here? I want this to... maybe this block to this block. Maybe. Connect and go around to, like, there. Some of this, I guess I made it too deep. We've got Nico and Jason here right now. They're hanging out on the new futon that I've got behind me. And then the Trouble Twins are in the other room because they got fed in there. Because they cannot be trusted around Jason Nico's with food. So we build. We might have to leave some drains in permanently, but I'm hoping that we don't have to have all of them in permanently. is getting over here? How is it going through the world? Water just does what it wants, man. Water's in control. Which is not wrong. It's just... I wanted to be the boss of it, and obviously that's not an option. Alright. Even if it's just close, that's fine for now. Okie dokie. This is a little bit more than I wanted. See if we can drain some of that away while we build up some walls here. Gotta limit the water. It's gonna just try to take all I can.
So if we need to, we can always drain all the water once we kind of get how we want it somewhat lined up, and then
Redo it.
put it
Turn
back
on,
and let
yeah.
it flow. I'm gonna drown.
Don't do that.
Yeah, I didn't. I tried, but didn't succeed, and it was fine.
Tried to drown?
Yeah.
That does sound fun. What an enjoyable activity. Okay. I'm building dams now. Kind of cute, this little walkway. This little swimway, rather. It's kind of adorable. We'll have to make something like it out there.
Oh, are you talking about like a little tunnel that goes underneath the island I'm building?
Yeah, it's so cute.
Yep, already done it. That's why I
Okay.
almost drowned.
Good job. Because I'm like cleaning up stuff and it's turning into that, and I'm like, oh no, I can't keep that. You can't just keep that cuteness because I kind of need to block up this stuff. Please stop flowing there. Thank you. Okay. Been missing your streams? Me too. Honestly. It's been kind of killing me that I couldn't stream because it helps my mental health and like it gives me something to do when my husband's at dance and I don't want to go to dance. Like It's nice. I missed it. Now there's just water over there that I now need to keep out. These might have to live here. Okay. I don't think this has to live here necessarily. We'll see. Only if water peeks out. Okay. Glorious. Okay. Alright, I think this might have to live here. Okay. So we've got why are you getting higher? Why is the water getting higher? Why B? What are you doing? Water. I keep telling you I'm the boss of you. And you don't believe me, and I really need you to believe me. Okay? Can we just have this belief that I'm the boss of you, water? And just do it.
We can make you disappear, water.
Right? We can make you go away. All this could go away. Pick it up, please. The water looks so funny on some of these sections because it's not supposed to be water. Okay. I need to build overall here. Kind of block it. Kind of building a new terrain as we do this. It's kind of fun.
Yeah.
Water, why are you existing? Why do you still exist? How do you do? How do you do this? How do you just continue to exist? Water. Water just does what it wants to do. Like I cannot be contained.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to, I tried to make a breathy spot. I'm gonna have to put a drain in so it doesn't go higher than my little spot I wanted.
Yeah. Alright, this is the river. That's perfectly fine. Okay. did you... Why are you just... Why is this section filling with water? It doesn't make any sense. Is there something underneath this that's like... just allowing water to come through? Something is allowing it. I don't know what. Something. Okay. Definitely gonna have to keep some drains in some spots.
Can't see it, so dark.
Getting dark in here. We should probably build a bed out in this space and just plop it down. We keep saying that, and yet... Have I done it? No. Green away, please. Go away. This is dry, this is dry.
Must have been sorting the last time I played. I have so much stuff in my pocket I don't need.
It happens. I feel like I'm building a dike. Like in Holland. Gotta find all the cracks. Okay. And this flows up here, which is fine. It doesn't make sense that there's water here, though. Where do you exist? You also don't make any sense either. Water in weird spots. That is part of the river. That makes sense. And yeah, we're saying this is like the starting point. Sure. Down. Your moat worked, but you reset it one more time to make sure the bottom of the castle won't flood. Water is tricky. I don't blame you. I do like how they implemented the, like, you can get rid of all the water. I do like that. A lot of games with water forget to do that, and it's so important when you're building to be able to remove it, because water gets out of control and you can't predict what it's doing. That's fine, it's the edge. Okay.
Be back.
I'll have to control this edge, I think.
Drop some of this stuff in the drop boxes.
So you don't have quite so full boxes.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay, we do want to adjust this a little bit. for sure. We want this river to be mildly wider and more, like, controlled. Alright. But this, I think, is going to give us plenty to build with. We may need to, like, build the train up a little bit. So that the water sections are a little bit down. I think I like it, though. As a general gist. And I think I want to come home and bring a bed.
I was gonna make one when I'm here.
Okay.
I can make 2 and bring them.
It doesn't matter how many. More just so we have one. It's a big moat, like 20 plus cubes tall. It's a big moat. Big moat. Okay. What do I need? I probably should drop some of my stuff off. I have pockets that are pretty full too. Let's see. No, don't get rid of that. I'm going to use that. Did you have a good Thanksgiving? I did. We had Friendsgiving at the other apartment right before moving. And then, hi Arden, missed your face. So that was really nice. And then we had to pack up and move and everything. So it's been very busy since Thanksgiving, but it was really good. And then I even got to see my nephews a few days later, and my sister, so that was good. I'm going to be taking several days off to visit my family. I think after Christmas. I actually think we're here through Christmas, and then it's like after Christmas that before like the New Year, that I'm going to be away for a few days. It's also my anniversary and all sorts of other things, so it's a lot. So we might do change in schedule that way, but mostly right now we're just trying to settle back into moving and all that stuff. Like, ugh, I hate moving. It sucks, but I do kind of like the fact that we didn't have much for. I hated the fact that we didn't have any furniture really, because now I get to pick things that match, which is nice. It's the first time in my life having that. But we didn't have that much money to like buy it all at once, so now we're just like piecemealing, and that's why I didn't have a chair for a week. It's improving, it's just slow. Because Christmas is a hard time to move, guys. I don't know if you know that. Do not recommend. Because there's hidden costs to like everything. You never know when something's gonna happen. Chairs overrated. That is what Neil said, and he got me, guys. Okay, I have to show you. I have to show you what I'm dealing with. Okay, I don't think you understand what I'm dealing with. Take my sweatshirt off. The worst chair. You see how skinny that is? That is not a padding. That's not real. That's not padding. It's just plastic pretending to have padding. It's like it was worth nothing at a yard sale, basically, is what it was. So we're working off that right now, and I hate it. My butt hates it, but we have another one coming. But we got a futon for $35 at, did you know Habitat for Humanity has like stores called Restores, and they sell things for really decent prices that are actually quite nice. So that's where we got this futon. So that's nice. Has a place for your butt and a backrest. What more could you want? Did my husband send you? Because what the fuck? Why are you repeating what he's fucking saying? Alright, get the fuck out. Did he like message and go, please go troll her? Because it's been our like ongoing like play argument for the past several days. You're embodying him really well. So yeah, it's a work in progress. It's a work in progress. But you know what's really funny? My husband has never gotten to pick colors for his like room or anything before in colors he really wanted. Like it was always like colors that like either I picked or you know, were picked kind of for him as a kid and stuff like that. And I was like, well, what color do you want in the bedroom? I don't care. Whatever color you want. I was like, my one stipulation is I don't do red. No. Anything else goes. You can have it. And he's like got this like deep, rich purple going on in there, and it looks nice. And I'm happy. So yeah. So we're making things happen. It's just really slow. I've got a couple pieces of furniture arriving. I got a carpet for in here, so my feeties can be warm. And I got this light. And then I've got a couple pieces of furniture that we ordered that, like bookshelves and like a lot of like storage things that we just, like a small little dresser, because the closet I have is super tiny and cannot fit all my clothes. So I'm like, I just need a little dresser, like a tiny one. So things like that. Just like the daily kind of things. We were able to find a nice TV console type stand thing. We don't own a TV. We have to get one of those at some point. At some point. Because we do sometimes like to watch Doctor Who together and things. So I suppose we should get a TV. If somebody sees a good deal, let me know. I like this. I like this little walkout that you've got going on. Looks good. I feel like we've got the water, like it definitely isn't the original plan. We need to make some adjustments, but I really like how it's flowing. I want to figure out how to deal with whatever's going on here with the river. I want to widen it mildly. Say mildly because I'm a little nervous of it taking over. But mildly widen, because I kind of like how wide it is here, and I kind of want it to stay that wide-ish. And you have to close the bottom part and flood the top. I wish you luck, Sketch Zombie. I hope it goes well. Definitely send pics when you're done in Discord. I do love seeing what people build. I'm excited for this village because we get to do the nitty-gritty little detail work that's now possible with all the different changes that they've done. You know how like you can layer objects and stuff now? Oh my god. I'm excited to try some of that. I actually haven't built with any of that. So I'm really excited to do that. I probably should eat some food that gives me my stamina back, huh? Probably, because then you won't be sitting here for ages waiting for stamina. Build up a wall here, though. I don't like what this is thinking about doing. You guys see what it's thinking about?
Why am I now drowning?
Stop drowning. Are you standing above water?
I drowned.
What the heck?
I had an error spot and it's gone. It
What
like
the
filled
heck?
itself in, and there's a drain there.
Where are you?
I'm by my
I see you. Okay. Why can I not E? 1 second. Adjust. Can I not E to revive underwater?
I mean, I can respawn. It's not a big deal.
Why can't I revive you? It's not a big deal, but it will be a big deal in certain situations.
That is true. Water, I want to get my stuff first.
Why does the water exist here, huh? What's going on? Who gave you permission to exist? Stop it. Go away. Stop this. Stop this existing crap. Where are you coming from? You're seeping through like nothing. Where is your mommy? What the heck? Stop! Why does it spawn here randomly? What the hell is this? Stop it. Stop. It's just flowing through the drain. It's like, no. No, I do what I want. There's like an ongoing water supply here or something. I don't know what's going on. Okay. Pick this up. I have another plan. Give me these. Give me these. Give me these. Yeah. Why is this flowing? Why is this? What? What is this? Who put holes in my sand? Why are there holes in my boat? Why are there holes in my sand? Who thought that was a good idea? What the fuck? What is happening? Where is this water coming from? Up here? Why are you flowing here? Why? Why are you doing this? Oh my god. I must control it. I need to put the drains in. I need more drains. I must control it. It must be under control. Yeah, put a drain there. Make it go. Just so many drains. Okay, I thought I had this under control. Clearly, I don't. The water's in charge, not me. As we can tell. In case that wasn't clear.
Water's in control for me too. Okay. Put in more drains. That did help a lot.
We might just have to drain all of our buildings, you know. It's cool. Can I put in a drain and then build over the drain and have the drain still work? Thanks. When you're putting sand over water, or what it thinks is water, it like does a weird pattern. It's bizarre. Just like ongoing flooding happening. Okay, alright, alright. I was thinking of not flooding this part of the bank. I don't know if that's an option that you considered, River, but it's an option I like. Okay. Okay. Let's control this to some extent. I think we're going to need more drains. Keep your water inside your river limits, okay? Keep it in there. Keep it in there. Alright, can we get a rock or something? Maybe that won't lose its shape. Plus there's rocks in this area. It makes sense. It's logical. Building the river down. I think this would be fun. I'm gonna build on this side too because I don't trust this water. I don't trust it, you know? It pretends I'm in control and then it takes over. Feels good. Feels like it makes sense. I don't want to take too much control, but if I let the water do what it wants, we would have nothing but water. Okay, the water really believes in itself, and I love that for it. But it's a free spirit. And I love that. But no thank you.
Over where I'm at, do we want this spot here? Because the water goes down past where I have the examples of the different bricks and stuff, and then it goes back up a little. Should I break down this sandbar?
I think make it look natural-ish. I mean, you don't have to, like... If it looks okay, like, it's fine to keep it. But if it doesn't look natural and, like, it's fine to adjust. However, right now I'm not being too picky. Like, we can kind of make it however we want. I want it to feel like we came upon an oasis in the desert and we wanted to take it over. That's kind of the gist. And then we'll just adjust the map where we want to put all the buildings after. know that was a kind of a non-answer, but it's also a whatever you feel like feels good is perfectly fine.
I had to move some of the divider wall so I can kind of...
I've been breaking through some of the divider wall. I think now we have the gist of the where things go. It's not that big a deal. Alright. This river's feeling a little bit better. It definitely needs a little more adjusting, but at least it's feeling like it flows. Alright. And it's got a decent shape. Definitely needs some perfecting with plants and all that. Just that's like a later stage for sure for decorating.
Terrain.
Yeah, the terrain play game.
I don't want it to overflow this island I'm making.
Oh yeah. It's a fine line. Move this to be here. I know where that water came from. Okay. Feeling good. Seawater just randomly existing here. Why? Why the random water? That's the one that gets me, is the random water. Just exists in the middle of not water. Okay, good enough there. That water seems to have stopped flowing. So I did something right. Did this section stop flowing? Or do I need to keep that there? Alright, alright. Cool. I like it. have a love-hate relationship with this grid. I love it because I need it for my brain to understand our space. But I also kind of want to see what it's like without it. Alright.
Whipping a butt.
Water just lives to be a butt. It's just what it do. Naturally. I think this is
Trying to put it to where you can't see the drain, but it's still functioning.
I think that's gonna take a little bit of decor shenanigans too, and like that's definitely
Well, I have it like
thing.
under the island enough that, but it's in like a little cove, like a little cavey space. So I'm hoping it's underneath here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to worry about the water getting too high.
Ooh.
I still have to fix a bunch of this, but I do have a breathy spot.
That's cool. I like it. I think it's fun. Alright. I feel like picking up all of our grid is going to be just as tedious as placing the grid. Excuse me? Excuse me? How? I can't even... How did they die? First of all.
Is that the hill? That's where the hill was. They had the dragon nest.
Uh-huh. Okay. Does the game still think it exists or something? Or what's...
I don't know.
Okay.
But yeah, that's where that was.
Okay. I'm just confused by that. Alright. Okay then. Next thing is to try to build a semblance of pathways around here too. Just like a general pathway. What do we want the path to be made of? Probably like these white stones if I can get it. Right? Like put that. What is that? I mean, we can make actual pathway too. We could do refined sandstone block. Want something regular sandstone block, maybe. Rough sandstone block. Or a mixed sandstone block. It looks very brickish. Let me make that, see what I think of that. Hi kitty, you want to be in my lap? I see that. That does not feel like a good path. No, thank you. Path. like, I want it to feel like a town walk, but also, like, it's a village. We're not, like, bougie. I'm back. Yeah. I don't know if you can see, Neil, but Arton was being
Take
you.
that, depression!
He was emulating your thoughts about this chair, and I feel strongly. Oh, he can't hear me. Good, we can talk shit about him. That's good. That's good. We like that. I do have closed captioning on, but I'm not sure he would turn it on. So he says, hello, everybody. Did I hear my name? Yeah, Neil came in and I was telling him, or trying to tell him, because apparently he can't hear me, that you were supportive of his way of thinking. Hi, Gibby. Hi. Guys have kisses? Yeah. You know I have space for you on either side of the desk, but you're choosing right here? I know, neither side of the desk has my lap in it. That's the difference, huh? Yeah. Purring so hard. So much purrs, yes. I like several of these kind of things. I kind of almost like this too. I wonder if that would be good as a floor, but I think floor part, it looks wooden. You're reinstalling Windows on my gaming PC. When I get everything done, I'll be putting Enshrouded on it. Yes. Are you gonna play with us? You're gonna play some more with us. You played a little bit with us. It's your plan. I like it. I like it. I'm sleeping because I don't like not being able to see. Do you have an idea of what we could use for the pathway brick? How you doing? Hi, Lulu. Doing good. I'm feeling better. I was sick, for people who don't know, like for a week. It's pretty bad. I thought it was a cold. I thought it was like nothing. I lost my voice before I had any other symptoms. Then I got like a mild like asthma cough, which I get with any time I get sick. But it was really mild. And then I got like the sniffles and I'm like, okay, this is turning into something. I was like, it's just a cold, whatever. And then it like laid me out for like 3 days in my bed, and I'm just so tired. I worked from my bed, but because I can, but I was not as functional as I usually am, and I was not feeling great. But I'm feeling better now. The asthma's still there, but that's normal. But we're moved in mostly. We're in a functional space. I can live and work in it right now. I can sit. It reminded me of when we bought our first home and we didn't have a couch for months. Months. Okay? Because we were house poor when we bought our first house. I say first like we had a second. We did not. Our house that we once had. Where are the building blocks in storage?
Upstairs. They should be, well, I had them separated at one point by like,
Main type.
yeah. That's the other ones on the other side. Oh yeah, the delay. You found them.
Slowly but surely.
Yeah, there's like wood, stone, and then like odds. Like the glowy ones and stuff.
Yeah. I think I want a type of stone. I'm gonna take a couple blocks and see what we like. Because some of them look good on the block and they don't look good the way I'm thinking they'll look once you place it, and then vice versa. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I don't know about that block, and then you place it and you're like, oh wow, that actually fits nicer than I thought.
Yeah.
So the blocks are hit or miss, that one. That's my asthma, guys. Cough is annoying. Cough is annoying. I haven't had enough coffee.
Kinda.
The coffee was too strong, so I'm
Said a thing to my husband. In a couple games I've had where there's like this rainbow flashing
annoying.
that just happens, and it's like it's very, very distracting. It was really, really, really bad in VR chat. But it's doing it like on the mountains and Enshrouded, like way in the background. And I'm like, I don't know what it's from. He said it might be something with my driver, so I'm like, if I show him a video, then at least he knows. But trying to get a video to work without having nitro was being annoying, and I just had to put it in Canva and then send it.
That's very odd. Probably a driver issue, I would imagine.
Yeah.
It could be because of all the water, but I mean, we're on a server, so that should make it better.
Yeah, and then when it happened in VR chat, it was just a normal area. It wasn't anything like spectacular.
Alright, let's place a few things and see how we might pathway. Because I want like a nice pathway. That's actually kind of lovely. Okay. I don't hate this either, but it's a little green. So the downside to this is finding the right shape, but I can just one block it. It's not the end of the world. This is more of just like getting an idea of blocks. Hate that. We're gonna go with no. That's a no. Okay. This is actually really basic, the limestone block, but I kind of think basic for a path is kind of what you're looking for. I kind of like it. I feel like it fits the vibe really nice. So right now that's my favorite. Limestone block. Alright, put that in my favorite category over here. Also nice, but it feels like it doesn't fit in here quite the same way. It's good for like a building. It's okay to stand out, but I want the pathway to feel like it's meant to be her. So I think that's a no. Let's refined. Fancy stone block. Oh, it's got wood on it. Do we want it to be like a wooden path? I was leaning towards stone. I feel like that would look weird. Alright, limestone it is. I think it's the right one. I feel like I've made a decision and I like it. I'm gonna go home and drop off everything else so I don't accidentally build with the wrong thing. So Lulu, what have you been up to? What games are you into? I haven't gotten into Warframe like Owlie and Liline.
Hey, it's so much fun. And the Warframe community is so nice.
I do like that. The community's really nice. I have seen that.
I've been gifted so many things. Today, someone gave me one of the Warframes. That's like a new one.
That's nice.
I mean, he's a demon thing, and he's awesome. He has 3 little friends, which are other little demons that follow him around.
That's cute. Right.
Someone gave, or the same person gave Lili a new frame. It's just, it's craziness.
It's nice. Like, this is not the block I was planning to build. Still have stone. Still have stone in the bucket. Go be wider. I kind of want to make this into like an actual like curved bridge. I think that'd be so nice. Gonna be wider. I need to figure out exactly how I want it to be. I want it too wide here. I think too wide feels fine. Now that you're talking about Soulframe, though, I'm looking forward to seeing what that's all about, because it definitely seems like it would be more up my alley. So I am interested in that. I'm mildly distracting myself here. If I build it off the edge, that's fine. I just need to give it some support. support system. Okay. I want to do like a gentle curve over, but it's not necessarily even over there, and that's okay. But I think at least 3 steps will make it feel archway. And we also want to think like, what if it ever flooded? We know nothing about flooding. We didn't flood the base. Okay. Too bad in real life we don't have these fancy drains that just disappear water into thin air. That'd solve a lot of problems. Home ownership would get a lot easier. I build it straight. I think I maybe build it straight. I kind of was thinking about making it crooked, but I don't think it makes sense in this spot. Maybe in another spot.
I was curious if I could kind of lower the level of this oasis part over here. The natural one.
I think it'll
But I
come
think
back.
I'd have to put a wall.
You can put a second flame, but I don't know if we want to do that.
Always pick these up and it'll refill, so
That's true.
don't want it like this, then it's an easy fix.
Yeah. It's forgiving that way.
I wonder if I should use one of the floor ones instead. Or a couple of them.
First person. Walking around in first person is so awkward because I never quite know where my... Like, you'd think I'd be used to it. It looks cool from, like, a picture's perspective and stuff like that. It's lovely. But I'm so used to not being in first person that I don't judge where my body is quite right. Okay, good. Okay. Build this into the ground.
Birds are probably happy that their entire area is not flooded now.
Always looking out for the wildlife.
Yep. I had thought about how there's this giant rock here that we have. Like, kind of continuing it along this line, but try to make it look more natural and connect to my little island type thing. so that it kind of blocks from making the oasis too much, like
Okay.
too underwater, and then maybe having like a small section that like connects.
That sounds nice.
Thinking that might look kind of cool.
I'm just sitting here chilling, building bridges, you know. The thing I told my algebra teacher I would never do. When I was a kid, I asked my algebra teacher, why will I ever need to know this? And she was like, well, if you ever become an engineer and build a bridge. And I'm like, yeah, that's not in my life plan. So please explain to me why I need to know this. And she couldn't do it. And now I'm building bridges. So I feel like...
But are you using a bunch of math to do that?
I mean, we did do some planning here.
I mean, yeah, that is true.
I did, in fact, use some algebra to map this out. That did, in fact, happen. Am I doing it to build the bridge? No. But the mapping out of the rest of it, I did do that. But, you know, all she had to say was, you might use it to build your Sims houses. And I'd have been like, oh, well, give me the algebra. You gotta connect to me where I'm at. I was not at a bridge building stage, you know?
Go back through and make this look more natural later.
There we go. Wow, Fuzz. Boop to you. Thank you for the resub. But darling, let me put your name in the cup. I didn't put my husband's name in the cup because it's my husband. He doesn't need a free game off me. He'll be okay. I don't like that. That's okay. You don't need to be a smoocher? Yeah. He's okay. He'll live. He wouldn't even have known. I'm not sure he knows that I'm doing that currently anyway. Or cares. You know what I mean? Like, he was like, oh yeah, okay, whatever. Okay. How many months was that anyway? 37 months is crazy, Waffles. Thank you for the resub. Appreciate you. You gonna come play with us, Waffles? We could put you to work. Don't you worry. If you are afraid that you wouldn't have anything to do, let me rest your, you know, worries or whatever. But also don't feel pressured. So we could give you a chore or two. There's your name in the cup. It's in there. Okay, gorgeous. I don't know where this road's going, but I built a bridge. I mean, it doesn't have all the edges prettified, which I eventually want to do. But for now, it's pathway. We're doing pathways. And I don't think at this point we can go all the way around it, but I would love to get close. Let me see. So we can go around here. So we'd have to stop here. Unless you're draining some of it and trying to cut it off beforehand. I could build an overbridge. Like a bigger bridge over here. Going to the landmass.
I was going to possibly, you can see my little arches, fill in the bottom part, but leave like a natural arch almost on the top.
We could work into bridge.
Yeah. I don't know exactly what, you know, if you have any ideas, feel free. But
like, we don't need to necessarily be able to walk around the entire thing, but it would be nice. Have like a walkway around.
Well, I thought about if I didn't do this like naturally bridge thing, doing like an actual like wall, like we built up a wall to keep out
the
danger.
Nasties. Yeah. We could do a wall. Too bad we can't just get some crocodiles to guard the edge.
Because yeah, the drains that I put in, it did take down a lot more of this water, which at least we can fill the water back in, no problem.
Yeah. And I feel like we can hide the drains with, like, plants and stuff. Like, I don't think it's going to be a problem. Okay.
This was my temporary... Now, see, if you look at the oasis, it looks a lot better.
Yeah, it's no longer drowning. And it kind of makes sense that it would be there from our thing, too. There we go, a little spring. I like it. And then, so I'm trying to decide, do we want to walk all the way around, or do we just have a bunch of, like, bridges and stuff, too? Because, like, bridges are totally a thing. We could totally do, like, Venice and have a different bridge for every walkway. Every single one be unique. So I have this built, and what we may want to do is have a road off this way. I built this bridge, but it might not be the location we want it. Because the water has remapped our plan. I'm trying to think. Let me get a bird's eye view. Maybe that will help my brain process. I can't do it in first person mode. It's much more difficult. There we go. Okay. So, like, I kind of want I think it makes sense to have a walkway definitely close to the water's edge because I think a lot of things are going to be on the water's edge. But then I think, where are we going to want to move our farming section to? I need like a bird's eye photo. Is that possible? Can I like leave my body to get a photo? Can I get an out of body experience for a photo? Is that an option? So that I can plan easier? I need it all to load in too at the same time so I can see the whole thing. We have a lot of northern space around the river, which is cool. So we could do a lot of farming kind of off the river where it naturally wants to do it. So maybe that's something we can plot out a little bit. Temple area, we want something bigger. And like around this area would be a nice natural, like around the lake. Was the current plan to have things like a farmer and a bakery and a carpenter and have all of those like around the water? But we want like the farmer's plots to be off maybe to the edge over here. But they need water, so maybe it's off the river instead of here. Okay, we can continue this water. That's not a big deal. Did our river flow low? It did. Okay, so I adjusted this and that adjusted it too much. Got it. I want it to fill up more than that. It's starting to get really piddly.
Yeah, I have a lot of drains over here at the moment, but trying to get the area to cooperate.
Yeah, get it to flow the way you want it to. I think over here might be a natural place to like have plots of farmland in this space near the river head. It lets us hide the drains and everything too, and like have a natural like place. So this might be where we do farming, and then have, and like that's up the hill too. It's a little awkward, and we could flatten this down here to where we have to create a walkway for the farmer to get from the fields to down here, but like it wouldn't be that unheard of to have like the farmer's thing be like a bakery type thing down lower.
Where were you talking about doing the farm?
Up here in these like plots like along the water here, so you have some plots in water like
we could do this, the like, have you seen like the step gardens?
yeah,
We could do something like that
could.
and have the ones at the bottom be, or whatever's closest to like where we could keep water for the rice and algae.
Yeah.
Like,
And I was thinking of having the yaks, armadillos, capybara, goats, and birds in plots near the farm. So 2 to 3 farm plots, and then a yak and armadillo cage, a capybara cage, both kinds of birds, and both kinds of goats up in this kind of area, maybe. I don't know how we want to make that look with the hill, but I like the idea of the step gardens. And capybaras need the water. And up here it was forming, and we can kind of make it into a little mini oasis.
Our mine's all flooded.
Is it? That's funny.
Yeah, I'll put a drain at the bottom. It's just funny.
I mean...
Oh no, we don't go that way.
Fine. So... we flooded a lot of stuff. I don't know if you can see it, but there's water. In a lot of places that it wasn't originally. We're redecorating.
Yep.
I want to play later. I just want to take a little peek-see doodle. See what we've done to the place. We've redecorated. Hopefully we don't need any of this. Hello, chicken. You don't have to fight me, chicken. Honestly, it feels like the dragons would naturally roost here too, because there's water. So, like,
Yeah.
I don't hate it. Like, an oasis in the desert is lovely. They do exist too. Like, the Nile, like, that's where everybody congregated, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it makes sense.
Any suggestions for over here?
For what you're trying to
Like,
build
I know
with this arch, or which part?
Any of it.
Okay.
Now that there's a bunch of like not water here, it's not up to here anymore because of the drains I put in.
Mm-hmm.
But I can take those out and it'll fill back up. But
I think
before
these should be big arches, like tall arches that go even higher than this. Like a big arch of like stone, like pretty stone, like shaped, because water would naturally have shaped through it and carved like a hole through it.
But then like over in these areas here,
Mm-hmm.
what do we want to put stuff here to like do we need to drain it, or because I could put a barrier over here, so this rock wall goes all the way down, so it'll keep the water on the other side.
I think I don't mind the water going through here. I think this maybe like curbing it here, like see how it like, creating something here to like give it a natural like curve that we're done somewhere in there.
So like maybe this build up right here.
Yeah, and a nice curved pattern, yeah. And then we can have some buildings over here. I can build a walkway over to here, and there be buildings and things like that. We can have it be a fish shop or a coffee shop, or I'm looking at our other options. I think towards the drier area, we want like the hairdresser, the hunter, a Fletcher shop. The blacksmith would naturally want to be near water too, because like theoretically you're putting things out with water and stuff like that. Carpenter does not have to be near water, but it does need to be near like trees, so there's that. So we can make some adjustments. I think it would be really nice to create this image of this on Canva. I might have to draw a picture of it and kind of give myself an idea of what the water has done.
Get a little bit of a outline.
Yeah.
It just needs a lot of work.
Yeah. I think it's
But
going to
it
be a
does.
lot
Yeah, it does give the idea though of where it needs
to go. Hi, new
stop.
me. Thank you for the 61 months, sweet bean. You're home. Welcome home. What time is it? It's 10 o'clock. Okay. I'm writing your
Already?
name down. I know, right? It goes by quicker than you think. Put your name in the cup. Thank you for the sub. We've got water. It's not according to the plan because water decided to do what it wants to do. But I think it's going to be really pretty. And I think it's going to be fun to redesign a little bit. Kind of make it be more naturally. Why are you over here, water? Stop. Where did you come from? Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from? Got my Joe.
Have you seen how the sand acts when there's water around?
It's like really weirdly wavy.
Uh-huh.
And then when you're placing it, it's just really bizarre. If you place the rocks, they don't do that. But the sand does. I wonder if that's a bug or if that's intentional. It's very odd. Hi, Rob. We have water.
A little too much water.
It's fine. Everything's fine. It's all according to plan. I have a bridge. It's not fancy, but it's a bridge. You see? See? Bridge? It'll get fancier. Don't you worry. It's a work in progress. I know everybody's so worried. They're like, yep, that's what they come here to do. Worry. That's what I come here for. See the chest with the resources I left? Where did you leave it? Because I haven't been on in ages. So I honestly don't remember if I saw something before I got on last time. I don't know anymore. Where did you leave it? At the teleport. This one? Here? That chest? Over there? Did I look in the chest? No. No, wrong thing. Chest. Ooh, look at all the blocks. Got fancy blocks. That's nice. Thank you. Thank you. Decided limestone is going to be the block of choice for building pathways. I really like it. I think it feels nice. I'm going to need 10 billion limestone, but luckily limestone's also not an expensive block to get. So it'll be fine. Helly. And then, so I'm thinking if we kind of just build a pathway around this, do I want to build around here or over it? I'm curious if we want to have this be little shops in the middle of the water and like have little bridges to it. Could be cute. Or if these would just be like little houses that have bridges to them. That could be really adorable with like little stick legs. Like
I just picture the water or the river map from Stardew.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're familiar.
I've seen it once. I have not seen it a lot. I can look it up. so that I'm making sure I'm thinking of the same thing. Or like little Hudson's. Yeah, I think this is what I'm thinking of. Like where there's some centralized areas, but then it also has some like little offshoots. I think that'd be fun. But like, so say, let me get my bearings. So there's like water running here. We could have the main walkway be around here. Fine. Main shops and stuff out here. But along this sand dune, maybe some person wanted to build their house. And they could have like a normal house, just you have some sticks going down. But you could have this entire plot to build in, kind of. It doesn't have to sit in this exact frame. But that could be super fun. Could be super fun. I like that. So you're letting the water do its thing. You guys ever do those art projects as a kid where you like did scribbles on a piece of paper and then you filled it in based on like what it looked like, or like turn it into a picture or colored it in, and just like, I feel like that's kind of what happened here, is we let the water kind of carve it out a little bit, and now we're just like adjusting to what the water did and making that into the village, like, which is not wrong. It's cool. Like, I love that art. That's gonna be so fun. That's so pretty. And then what's cool is from this angle we can totally see the other oasis through the arch right now, and that's neat. Super pretty. So, but I could see somebody wanting a little beach home right on the water. I mean, this could theoretically be like a fisherman's hut too. Like, he needs one too. Or his little fish shop surrounded by water and you have to climb over a dock to get to him. Could be so cute. Who wants to build? Come on, people. I could give you a little job. If you want to build, I could give you a little house, a little hut. We'll focus. I could build something beautiful. I believe in you. Do I want it to curve a little more? Maybe curve one more. Maybe we don't curve like that quite yet. Let's see. Okay, that's going up higher. We definitely want to give it some support, and then we're going to be bringing it down. Like a stairway. I don't want to carve too much of this away without replacing it because it's totally going to flood. Because that's what it do. Here we are. Fill those gaps in the bottom. Normally it doesn't matter, but with water I think any gap could be a problem. Oh yeah, look at that. Okay. I like that it's flowing around the water's edge. I think I kind of want the walkway to kind of play like a promenade and go around the water pretty closely, and then we can fill in gaps with plants and things like that. At least on this side. I don't know about the other side yet. Kind of depends on how it turns out. Water taking over wise. This does not have to be like set in stone, although that's kind of a joke. I didn't mean it as a joke. Pun not quite intended, but funny. Carving through this rock. Oh, I kind of like how that sits like that. Makes me feel like it's got to turn. It's kind of forcing the situation. It looks cool. I don't know why, but I like it. I will carve some of it out, but I like that piece. Maybe I won't in a minute. We'll see. My whims change sometimes. Especially depending on how it looks and feels. It changes. Can I turn it one more over here? fall into here. Didn't mean to, but it kind of is cool. Gives us some stability. I don't know if we're gonna need like a wall here per se, but some sections might be nice to have a little wall. I don't know. I'll also just dig this section out. Maybe we want the pathway to be flat, and we just kind of build up around it after we have a set amount. Man! Trying to keep these blocks the same size approximately the whole way. Alright, I definitely want to do some curvature here. And it wants to curve badly, so we'll allow it. And we'll be getting rid of the grid as we go. It's there just to kind of keep us on track, and also to not get like too crazy big and things like that. But this is nice. How's your bridge going there? Arch? It's looking like an arch.
It's giving arch.
It's giving arch. My butt is unhappy with me. It's going numb in this chair. It's telling me, girl, stop sitting so much. Although my feet last week were telling me, girl, stop standing so much. So make up your mind. My body doesn't know. Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, I like this. See, and then there's like room for something to be here. That could be so nice if we wanted it. Could be so good. I'm excited for some of the things that are going to come of this, because I feel like we're just going to be like, ooh, let me try this thing. Ooh, let me try this thing. Tons of little builds are like that. And I'm excited for it. I'll keep curving for a little bit. Or should I straighten out for a bit? I think we still curve over there. It looks like we're going down. Tiny hair here. Going down, down, really around. Maybe not? Yeah, I think so. Can you guys hear the train? We live near a train now. That comes by a lot. It's one of the few active trains in Connecticut. Like, we only have a couple. They go all over Connecticut, but there's not that many. But, yeah, we live near one now. And I took a video of it the other day to send my nephew, because he loves trains and things like that. Very fun. Kind of nice because if we need to go to other parts of the state and we don't want to drive there, and even to like New York City and stuff, it's actually going to be pretty easy to get there. We can like walk to the station very easily. It's going to be nice. It's actually a really walkable section of town for an American town. It's very walkable, which is super nice. At least this section of it. I don't know if people know though, I did get a car too, which is, ooh, fancy. Not really. It's an old car. It's all beaten up. But I got it for very cheap, so yay. And it works. I just don't drive very much to warrant a fancier car right now. Doesn't. I drive to go get coffee and things like that. Like I don't need to go to work or anything. I don't need something fancy. So, it's nice. What do you mean not enough free space? In my backpack? No. Not enough free space. What are you talking about, bro? Can you dig in the ground or what? You dug and yet there's no hole. Can you please? Why is it being so weird? That feels nice. I actually think we maybe want these to be like a little bit more, like it feels like it almost curves a little too quickly. Like not quickly. I wanted to curve maybe even quicker and it'll feel a little less awkward. Where does it start feeling awkward? I don't know. I can't see anymore. Nap time. Do a stretch break because this chair is not good for my back. Okay. thinking, like here. I like how it gives this space here. So I kind of don't know that I want it to curve faster. But I kind of want it to curve faster now. So if I did this, let's just path it out here. If I just went on a quick curve. So weird sometimes. Digging in the sand is very odd. Like I'll dig a hole, but then it won't make a hole. But it does. I just can't see it. Let's replace it. So weird. Okay. It's an angle thing or something. I don't know. What the helly? Like that went. Like that went. Once I finally got the right angle. Okay. So like, will that feel like too much of a curve? Kind of does. Feels like it gets squished. But is very unhappy with my choices. Neil says I complain too much. You know, it's not my fault. I sit for work. And then I decide to be a streamer and I sit more for work, okay? It's not my fault. I think this might be carving too quickly, but it's kind of fun. But I think it's not what we want. I'll go back to the doubles and call it good. Is it getting smaller? Am I crazy? Did this get smaller and I'm just, what the hell? Yes, I'm doing it wrong. That's why. I'm like, how? Because you're trying to make a triangle over here. Well, no, that's how. Stop making triangles and it'll stop feeling like the road's getting smaller. Angle issue. I'm getting it. husband's home. Might need to call it pretty soon because I probably should go to bed at some point. I could easily spend like 3 more hours doing this. Pretty. Yes. Alright, we'll have to fill this in. Oh, it's so pretty. The arch is looking good on that side for sure.
Little, I guess the best word I could use is pokey on the one. Some areas I need to.
Yeah.
Beef
It may
up,
also
but
look good from far away and be like harder to do close up. I can totally see that. From my perspective, that side looks rather smooth. Really? What did we find?
I picked up a block of shell limestone that Rob must have grabbed.
Okay.
I just liked the color for if I do like a wall on the outside. And yeah, I guess that's one we haven't had yet.
That's cool. Good find, Rob. Or good craft? I don't know. Is that a crafting? Brought over for beer game? Oh, that's fine. I'm sure we're in the area, so like I feel like we're probably gonna find it or craft it or whatever soon enough. That's fine. It's for building purposes anyway. I'm never all that picky when it comes to building purpose stuff. Alright. I think I might find a good spot to end because if I don't, I'm going to try to do this entire walkway. And that doesn't feel like a good idea. And then I won't sleep and then all that jazz. Okay. I might pause here and know that I'm working on roads and terraforming with the water and all that. I think once we have an idea of the strength of the water, like we can start pulling out the grid that's in the water. And then we'll see what we have left to work with and start plotting the space we want for different places after road and stuff. That way, whenever people want to, you know, take over something, they can just take over something if they want, and they know exactly the space they're given to do it. And we'll probably end up adding decorations as we go, and like terraforming as we go to make it like flow. Because right now it doesn't flow. It doesn't feel like it goes properly. But that's where you do your tiny little changes, and adding plants and stuff will make a huge, huge difference to making that feel right. I like it so far. The water's a little bit crazy to work with, but it's not bad once you understand what you need to do with the drains and stuff. But you can easily take over the rest of the world. Our poor mine is now a swimming pool.
They put a drain at the bottom.
I know. It's a waterfall.
Still a swimming pool, but
That's so funny. We added this like new lake feature to this part of the map. It's nice. It did look like it needed a lake here, so I think it's fine. I think if we drain the mine out better and put a couple drains in there permanently, like we probably could get it to be dried completely if we wanted to.
yeah.
I don't think it's...
I just threw one in there so that if someone went to go work in it, they don't drown.
Yeah, right? I'd be like, oh my gosh. I did the thing that I said I wasn't going to do and kept building. Girl, you gotta go to bed. Gotta plan the going to bed at least. Attempt it. It's so easy to keep building.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to do it. It's so cathartic. Ugh. And I've missed it. Oh my gosh, guys. I can't even tell you. Moving is lovely. I'm not really. It's not. It's not lovely at all. Having a new apartment is nice. But I've missed playing games. And having a routine and set stream days and all that. So we'll be getting back into a routine. I am not 100% sure with the holidays and everything what the schedule's going to look like. Going back to probably Sundays and a couple days during the middle of the week. I'm feeling like Mondays and Tuesdays like usual. Possibly some Fridays. I'm not sure. There might be others, but that's kind of what it's feeling like. We'll see. We'll feel it out. I do have to finish setting up the apartment, and I've got to have like holiday things, but we'll see what a new semblance of normal can look like. And with that, let's find somebody to raid, because if I don't, I'll sit here and I will play for ages, which is lovely, but not good for my sleep and not good for my back. My back is not happy with me right now. We could go see Pocket. Pocket is doing some Enshrouded as well. Let's see if anybody else is on that maybe we could go visit. I feel like we visited Pocket last time we raided, but it's been a minute, so it's not a problem either way. Just checking out if anybody else on my list. Undead Lemur is also playing some Enshrouded, which we have raided them before. Let me see. What are people working on? Let's go say hi again to Undead Lemur because first of all, they're doing building streams, so it feels right to raid into somebody else doing building streams, you know? She's very sweet and loves building, so we will go there. Smaller streamers, so if you like the content, definitely give a follow and hang out for a bit, give some support, and if it's not your vibe, that's okay too. Let's go. Here's the raid calls. Grab the one that fits you. Here we go. There's the raid. It's gonna go. I think my next stream day is possibly Friday, but I will post in Discord once I have an idea for sure. Thinking Sunday's gonna be a good day. But again, weekends right now are the only day we have together to do a lot of apartment stuff, so I'm not sure. We shall see. And with that, I will see you guys next time. Have a good night, friends. Bye.